Hey, what up guys, it's Silver's the Beast and I'm back here to bring you another video today. In this video we're live fighting a level 5060 MX, or not MX stealth, but Wood Jester on a 5-to-1 ratio. If you don't know what that means, it's when you divide the enemy's level by 5, and the product of that is what you get, is the amount of stat points you get to allocate. That includes gems, equipment, and of course stat points. So yeah, this is a very tough 5-to-1 in my opinion. This and MX stealth are the toughest. I think this will be a little tougher than MX stealth because MX stealth is, while his normal moves are pretty tough and they're pretty unpredictable, Wood Jester pretty much has all that, just with the added step backs. And this step back is as tough as when you have to time this first left dodge absolutely perfectly. But if you do that, then the rest of it's easy. But that first dodge is nearly impossible, and it's very unstable. It's definitely one of the hardest step backs in the game to crack that can be cracked, because if you didn't know, there's a couple step backs that are impossible to crack, but of the crackable ones, this is definitely up there with the toughest. Probably up there with the God King 360 and a couple other ones. But anyway, yeah, so this guy is pretty unpredictable. I mean, I've got his moves down to sort of a science. Like, his first two moves of a combo will generally be a side swipe like that, and then one of those kicks, either from the right or left, and you can just duck both of those. Or I prefer to parry the very first one and try to get a perfect parry, because if you didn't know, a perfect parry will, if you get a dodge break, the perfect parry will add 1 hit to your dodge break. So, say if you got a 6-hit break or a 7-hit break, but you also had a perfect parry, that would turn into an 8-hit break. And it's really nice when you get a step back break, because those are 9-hit breaks, and then when you get a perfect parry or 2 in there, it can be a 10 or 11-hit break, which is insane. But yeah, another thing that's tough about the Wood Jester is that it moves, like the way it moves is really weird, and it changes speeds all the time, so that's very confusing. It changes speeds numerous times on me in some of these attempts. Oh, it's crazy. And of course the step backs, as I said, are pretty tough. The first one that he came up with, this one in this video, is the toughest one of his. But he has a couple other ones. One that you can parry pretty easily, but if you want a longer break, you're going to go ahead and dodge that one, which is what I do whenever it comes up. Although, unfortunately, I don't think it comes up in this attempt. And then he has one more that's fairly simple once you learn it. It's just a left dodge, and then it comes up in this video, so I'll show you that. But I mean, the Wood Jester is a creepy enemy. Excuse me. I don't know if it's a he or a her. I mean, it's got like a little bit of a bra thing covering up its chest. I don't know if it's just really flat chested or if it's a man. I don't know. And here is the other step back, left, and then a duck, and then a. But that step back's an example of how weirdly he, she, or it moves. Yeah, but once you get the hang of that step back, it's pretty easy. Just the other one, which I don't think comes up in this video, is fairly easy if you parry it, but I tend to block it. Here's a tap battle that I easily overcome. I have like faster than normal reflexes, so I can tap pretty quickly. Soldier will vouch for that. But yeah, so I hadn't had a 5-to-1 in a while. Well, I guess it's not really a while, but I'm enjoying doing the 5-to-1 still. This is the last dual leg fighter pro that I have to do for the God King Club achievement. So I'm done with duels for a while. I might end up doing the Iron Butcher, although he's really, really easy for a dual enemy, so I might not even end up doing him. The easiest of the duels was Stone Oracle, but I've already done that, so I'm going to move on to the staff enemies to try to get the outstaffing, play on words right there. I'm trying to get that achievement, so I will be moving on to these staff enemies, like Eyeless Knock, Fell Siren, and all those guys. And the Wood Jester, it's kind of weird, like, if it's a he or a she, I don't even know. Infinity Blade has some weird enemies, like, you know, the Rookbane, the Sword and Shield enemy, the Horsehead guy. He that's actually not a horse. Like, you can see that, like, the horse head is a helmet, and that the person's actually looking out from the neck of the horse. And so that's even creepier. So there are some creepy guys in Infinity Blade. But we still love it. Anyway, it took me forever to find a wood jester. Had to go through quite a few rebirths, because he's not a common enemy. But I eventually did find one, and destroy them in battle in a 5-1. And here is his other step back again, which again I easily dodge. This is his easiest step back. I'm not sure if this one's the easiest, or if the spinning attack one where he flips his face around, or her face around, and then comes in spinning at you, because you can just parry that one, but like I said, dodging will give you a longer break window, so I'm not really sure, but I don't know. But yeah, so Wood Jester, definitely one of the toughest enemies that I have fought in a 5-1. If not the toughest. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it the toughest, though, because it has the MX Stealth moves with step backs from hell. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and here we are just tearing this thing up. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. We just stabbed him, her, or it in the gut. And I'm Silver the Beast, and I am out.